Hello and welcome to tonight's live art stream. This is Pierson. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and you're watching 500 Days of Drawing. Today is day 471. We're going to be doing a quick cactus drawing running about 30 minutes. I'm going to talk about the process, or I'll just talk about whatever want to talk about. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And so let's kind of get started, shall we? And I want to do one more thing. We'll get a little bit of background music here. Alrighty. I hope you're doing well today. So we're going to start out really quick drawing. Very quick drawing. Let's see. Let's get our brushes all ready. I think we're good. Let's start this joint, shall we? Boom. I'm going to use a teal background. Yeah, press G. Teal background. Oops. Not in that layer. I want to go on my background color right here. And then we just kind of go ahead and we draw some circles. Oh man, Sundays are always so nice, man. Like it was a nice relaxing day. Like I got stuff done, but I didn't get as much done as I'd like to, but it's just nice to have those days where you just kind of like you kind of like I think people call it like decompressing, right? Where they can just decompress and deload, right? And so forth. But for me, I've been doing a lot of for me, a Sunday is like a day where I do less, right? I do less of something. So today was a day where I just kind of did a little bit less than I normally do, and that's kind of nice to have that happen from time to time. Let's go here and add some smaller circles, little bitty circles, like almost like bubbles. This is something new here. Just adding these little bitty circles here. It's kind of like they're like bubbles, I guess. Just like, of course they're like bubbles, but I mean like in a sense that when you see like a carbonated beverage. Right. Let's see what color I want to use. I don't know. Let's get use. Let's use this color. Whoa, that's a little intense. Let's do there we go. We'll do that. Now we're gonna deselect it because I was noticing that when I had it, when it was selected like that, there's a little bit of like color trim showing, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on sorry, I messed up. There we go, that's what I wanted. I had the colors on the background, and not in the background color, not in the background, which means it would have been problematic. So here we go. Let's deselect now. Let's play around some brushes here real quick. We're not going to be using this. This is all like pencil brushes. None of that. None of those brushes here. We're not going to be using skin. Get those. I'm not going to use hair. I'm not going to use these beard brushes. Maybe not winter. None of that. Maybe a little bit of the ink brush, right? Just kind of mess around with the brushes that I have here. Yeah, let's do a little bit of this. Feel like I'm making like waves. All right, and let's do like a kind of like a blue. Now we'll just leave that like that. And now what we're going to do is find some more brushes that I want to mess around with. What's this? Oh yeah, that's cool. We'll do some of that. We'll do some of that. Like, I kind of liked it. I don't know if I like the way it kind of rakes over. How about this? So I'm just gonna play around with these brushes here and see which ones I like. You know, and then yeah, see which ones I like, and then call it a day with regards to the background brush. I wish I knew. Gotta find some brushes here that'll work. Maybe the Sumi Clipped. I do like Sumi Clipped. As a, when it makes that like weird stroke. And then there was one that the vinyl brushes I really appreciated. Those were fun. But I don't like that color. Oh yeah. I like the vinyl brush, like how it kind of creates this like transparent. Whoa! I don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. All right. I think I'm about done here. Yeah, about done here. And we're going to do, let's do some yellow. Just a yellow stripe there and call that a day. We'll just leave it like that. And maybe a blue. Yeah, why not? Leave it like that. Now, we're going to lock these layers, and then we're going to remove it like that. Actually, you know what? I don't like that yellow. Leave it like that. I keep changing my mind. Let's do, I know what I want to do. Let's do an intense pink. All right, I'm done. I've spent too long on it. That's fine. Now it's time to go ahead and go real simple with a cactus drawing. I like to go really simple with this. I don't really like to get too complicated with it. As I said, it's kind of, I just really keep it like the simpler the better with this drawing, because it's less stress for me, you know. I'm trying to reduce the amount of stress that I have in my life, and sometimes drawing can be, drawing can be very stressful at times. Like when you're working on a piece here and you have expectations for it, it can be very easy getting carried away. You can get carried away very easily on them and put them on a pedestal, you know. And so that's what these cactus drawings tend to be for me. They tend to be like this thing where I do one, and if it turns out, great. If it doesn't turn out, I'm not going to be like upset about it, you know. So it's not this big, it's not like a big factor for me. So like if it doesn't turn out okay, that's fine. I'm not going to be upset. But if it turns out really well, I'm great. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. As I said though, I'm going a little bit behind. I'm going a little slow today, so we're going to be kind of moving the pace up here. Just going to start out with a pot here, and I'm going to be really loose with my pot here. I'm going to be super loose. Use an eraser. For the eraser, I'm going to use a hard edge. We're just going to kind of erase this stuff here. You know, just I'm not even trying to be square with it. Actually, that's the better, the less like the less perfect it is, the better, in my opinion. Especially for this like style, I'd rather it be like really irregular, and it does a few things for me psychologically. One thing is that it removes the stress of having to draw this perfect piece, but also I feel that it actually makes for a more interesting, you know, drawing. You know, I think it makes it a little bit more palatable. You know, and there's something that's nice about having this kind of like unfinished, you know, unclean approach, or unclear, like, you know, unprecise approach to your drawing. And there's a nice, it's just nice to have that from time to time, because when we're drawing, we often try to like build upon our previous drawing. You know, like we try to make it better than before. And you know, I'm to some extent I am trying to be better than before, but I'm not like concerned if it doesn't meet up to my expectations, right? I'm just concerned about getting the drawing done in a reasonably in a reasonable time, you know, like getting it done in a reasonable fashion, like completing it reasonably, you know. And sometimes I get it done quickly, sometimes I don't, and you know, I'm not too worried if it doesn't. I'm not able to complete it in under 30 minutes. My goal is to finish them in 30 minutes or less, but sometimes that is not the case. I can't always do that. So as you can see, I'm just being very lax with how my cactus is being drawn. I'm a little bit behind on the line, the drawing here. So let's go ahead and let's get this kind of there we go. We're gonna kind of erase some of this stuff here and leave like a softer edge on some of these areas. Like that. Give it a softer edges. Give my cactus softer edges in some of these areas here. Just very simply, just kind of using this soft edge eraser to kind of bring that out. And then we're gonna go back and redraw some of those things, some of those areas, like that. And I think that's good. You know, I think I'll do fine. Just gonna add that back here. Like that. And maybe even do like take the hard edge, like a little bit of hard edge, and kind of skim around these edges a little bit, to add a little bit of like transparency in some of these edges here, just ever so subtly, like that. You gotta see that soft edge, like that. And then there we go. I think that's good. Now, time to knock it out of the park. Just go quick. Really simple, easy peasy. Oh. There we go. I think that's it. Now let's go ahead and we're going to use the texture brush, the handy dandy texture brush. And we're going to lock the layer. Take this and we're going to darken this side here. And then this side, we're going to lighten up a little bit. Like so. And then we're going to lighten up the top. Probably not that light, but lighten up the top a little bit more. The flow is not, that's not good. I don't like the flow like that. I like the flow 100% on this one, on this brush particularly. Sometimes the flow can be, the flow is at 22%. I don't know why it's at that. I think I may have accidentally set the settings that way, but I didn't intend for that to be the case. All right, now let's make it a little bit darker here, and then kind of bring this highlight up a little bit more, and let's kind of and I want to make this darker again, just a little bit darker. And let's go ahead and add one layer, and we're going to just outline the area with like a teal. I like using a teal. Let's use a little bit of teal here. A little bit of that. Kind of highlight the edges. Like that. Then maybe even go with some like red, but like a little bit of red in the inside here. It's kind of playing around. I've been doing a lot of the different things with how I construct the these pots here. So I've been changing it up from time to time. Let's go ahead and do the sand real quick, knock it out very quickly. Just do like a dark edge here. Something like that. Maybe go even darker right here, and then you just kind of, I feel that that's a little bit too bright. Kind of add a little bit of texture here. That. And now what I want to do is, let's see. I'd like to add a little bit of like a blue, or no, purple. Let's add a little bit of purple. Like, no, we'll leave it like this. A little bit of purple line right here, and then maybe a little bit of purple here. Maybe even add a little bit of, there we go. I kind of add a little trim right there. Yeah. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid zooming in. With digital media, you have this tendency to like zoom in, and I'm trying really hard for this particular drawing to not zoom in, because in reality, and like when you're working on your own art, you really can't zoom in on your work. You can only move your head closer to the drawing. So my goal is to on a lot of my artworks on digital medias, I'm trying to avoid. I want to avoid all of that and try my best to not zoom in. All right, so let's gonna do this. There we go. I think that's good for that. Now let's add another layer, connect it. Now let's go ahead and do the texture. I'm trying to be very simplistic with these because I want to get them done in a reasonable time, and I'm making pretty good time. If I can get the texture done on this cactus done in less than 5 minutes, I think I'll be happy. You know, if I can do that in less than 5 minutes, I'll be happy. Right? I don't remember all those brushes I was using last time. I need to write them down, and I don't have a lot. I don't know. I don't feel like doing any. I'll probably have to do a search. This. As I said, just going to keep it simple. Not really going to reinvent the wheel with this drawing. You know, I like sometimes simplicity can be a good thing, you know? Yeah, so maybe a little bit of highlight here, maybe a little highlight here. Now I have some time. I'm going to experiment with some ink brushes. So we're gonna look up some. I'm gonna press ink here and see if these will see if I'll like any of these. You know, this is kind of interesting. Just playing around with these ink brushes here and see what they kind of make. But I don't know. They're too. What I want is an ink. Ooh, an ink brayer. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, that's something like that where I can make a little bit of a scumbling effect, maybe. Ink brayer is kind of cool. What about this brayer? What's this look like? Ooh, that's kind of neat. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna go ahead and do do a little bit of brain here and see how I like that as mm, okay, the brayer is kind of cool. What about this? What's this look like? What about this? Oh, this is kind of cool. We can kind of use it to kind of make some of the effects of the like cactus shape. Yeah, let's kind of move around here. Yeah, I think I'm getting done. Yeah, let's go back and let's remove all this and let's kind of go back to the brushes that I was using. Go on top of it with my texture brush again. And just kind of go over some of these areas. Yeah, just go over some of them. All right, and I think I'm just gonna call it a day on this. Let's just go ahead and work on the thorns. The reason why is because I don't want to keep. At this point, I feel like it's just more the same. Like I've been doing. I feel like it's just I'm just reproducing the same thing over and over again, and you know, it's just not worth it for me. Actually, one more thing. I want to add if you like highlights. So let's go ahead and add like some highlights underneath here. and here, and then a little bit right here, and maybe over here as well. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of do something like that. All right, I think I'm done. Now let's go to the thorns. And yeah, we're just going to keep it at 12 pixels. So we're going to go to 12 pixels here. If I can finish these thorns in under 5 minutes, I'd be flipping happy. That's for sure. All right. Yeah. And we're going to go a different green so it separates. What if I go like a gray? Like a dark gray. Yeah, let's do that. Starting now. Just kind of move through the sides here. I'm trying to be very kind of like sparing. I don't want to add a lot of thorns on this one. Just want to kind of add one every segment or so. I really don't want to go overboard with it today because I want to be done in 30 minutes. And you know, I've done enough of these that I can kind of give myself a little bit of a break. Like so. There we go. And then let's add some more thorns here. Like so here. Just gonna there we go. And do one here. Kind of zigzag around. Again, you don't need to worry about like placement of your thorns. That's another thing that you can get when you're doing this type of drawing, or like when you've done this for so long, you can get kind of like self-conscious about like the placement of your thorns, and it really doesn't matter, man. Like sometimes you can go overboard. I will give you that. Right? There can be moments where you go a little bit overboard, but in my experience, it doesn't matter so much. Like it takes a lot of thorns to go overboard. All right, I think I'm done, man. That's awesome. I'm happy. Let's move down to the bottom here. We're gonna go ahead and write my signature. T M P 20 22 22 day. No, we got to put the number. It's number 0161, and it is day 471, man. All right, that is it, man. I'm done for the day. We did that's my 161st cactus drawing, and yeah, that is it, man. I am done. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing continuing my 100 days 100 head portraits or heads challenge, and hopefully I can get 2 heads drawn that time. I don't know. Maybe I'll get 1, but at least 1. Goal is to get 2. And that's it, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. And if you have not already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Did I even have music going? Oh, I did. Alrighty then. I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Pierson. Take care. Enjoy your Saturday. Oh, enjoy your Sunday. Cheers.